Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Of course, today I'm bringing you a very special review. One that I wasn't originally planning on doing, but me and my buddy, Mr. Jackoffer here, we decided we should hop on here and talk about War of the Worlds, the latest adaptation of the famous H.G. Wells novel directed by Rich Lee, starring Ice Cube, Eva Longoria, Clark Gregg, Iman Benson, Henry Hunter Hall, Devin Bostic, Michael O'Neill, and Andrea Savage. And this follows Ice Cube as a whatever he is. He's a hacking genius, and he works with the U.S. government, and he's trying to figure out what's going on during this invasion where the aliens take over. Well, anyway, Jack, how are you doing? And also, welcome to the channel.
Man, thank you for having me. This is going to be a really fun, review of probably one of the worst movies that I've seen this year so far. Um, yeah, this is going to be like really fun. But I'm doing pretty good. I'm happy to be here, and yeah.
Happy to have you, man. And look, this is one of those. I think you already know immediately that this is not good. But um, I was just like, I don't know if I can go without saying anything about this because this is one of the movies of all time. We'll say for many reasons. Of course, this was made during COVID. And it's not really hard to tell because literally everybody except maybe two actors are in a different room for the entire film. They're all calling each other on Zoom, and it's just hysterical. Like, I don't even know where to begin because there's so many things to break down. That's why I wanted to bring Jack on here so we can kind of hash it out together. And obviously I think we'll get into spoilers because, like, who cares when it
Yeah.
comes to
Yeah, like
this
who
is
gives a
not
shit?
weapons or anything. Yeah, so
Right.
yeah, we definitely have to talk about this in many facets. Immediately, I'm already a little put off. I mean, I thought I'm going to be honest. I thought the Spotify reveal that he was listening to Spotify at the beginning. It was kind of interesting. I was like, oh, that's an interesting idea. It is kind of cheap though. And I was like, oh, this is what we're getting into. Okay. Because dude, once we get to okay, here's the thing. So he's supposed to be this government agent, right? And literally instead of doing anything but his job, he is spying on his daughter and his son the entire time, especially his daughter. And it's like immediately I'm like, I can't really be sympathetic towards this guy because this is just like fucking weird.
Right. Yeah, like immediately you see all the screens that he has, and he's trying to, spy on his daughter who is going through some stuff, and she's also a scientist who happens to know some stuff, right? And the boyfriend is an Amazon delivery truck driver who conveniently has like a secret weapon in this movie.
Oh no!
Right, just like a lot of like crazy ass shit just happens in like this 80-minute like time frame, and it just never like lets go with like the
No.
stupidity the whole time. You're just like watching like to see what stupid shit happens next.
And
um and I gotta start by saying Ice Cube is just like he's phoning it in, but also at the same time he's giving like one of the most unhinged performances that I've seen from him in his entire career. It's even far more like crazier than his stuff with like the Friday movies or like the Are We There Yet movies. Just he's really phoning it in.
oh
he's
yeah.
he's acting
And
like an unk.
Yeah, the definition of unk. No, but listen, man. I mean, this might be one of the worst performances I've ever seen from an A-list actor. But I was like, so like there were a couple moments where he brought it, but like those are so few and far between. Like my favorite moments of the movie is when he's like watching the CTC footage of like these aliens like destroying everything. He just goes, "Oh damn," and like the most monotone voice.
His line readings are
like,
so
"Oh my
fucking
god."
funny. Like
No,
his line readings are just so fucking funny. He's just like, "No, get away!"
Oh my God. No, Dave. Dave, get out of there now! Dave, get out of
And dude, I love when he's like reading, when he's like explaining the situation to like the agents or whatever, when he's like on the Zoom calls, which he keeps declining on, by the way, because he's like spying on his kids. So like the government's trying to call him and he's just like, nah, fuck this, I'll talk to them later.
Right.
But like there was like, you remember that one scene where he's like explaining what's going on and it feels like he's reading like a report he wrote like in like high school or something.
Right, like it literally looks or sounds like he's literally reading like the screenplay right in front of his hands.
They knew exactly where they were going, and they are systematically eliminating resources and our ability to coordinate a response. Here, let me show you.
Because
Dude, it's like,
you know for a fact, like this film was like shot on Zoom or like shot at home with the microwave blasting in the background.
dude, I love
he
how
was like in the basement just like shooting this movie.
dude, it's like easily the easiest paycheck of his life, like no
Right.
doubt
And
about
this
it.
is the same guy who was like complaining about like COVID restrictions.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
and like masking and all that. So it's hilarious
Damn.
because this is what like came out of it.
Dude, and his reaction shots were like
Like,
like it's like what's going on? But dude, I love how like his background never changes. Like he's supposed to be in like this government building and literally no one like steps in for the entire
Right,
time. It's
yeah,
just
it's,
him in
like,
this
empty.
room.
Yeah, it's like empty the whole time. And even when he like steps out to like the server room and he's getting like I forgot what happened because there's like a lot of crazy shit that happens, but he fights like this dude and he does like he hits the guy and like he quotes I think like a Nas lyric or something. And I'm just like,
Really?
yeah, and I'm just like, what? What are you doing?
Dude, oh, was that?
Or
I
was it like
remember the scene.
no? It was actually a ludicrous like move, bitch, get out the way.
Oh yeah, move,
I
bitch,
think
get
that-
out!
yeah.
When he's like fighting it.
Yeah,
Bitch, get out the way!
yeah.
This movie is just like absolutely unhinged in all the best ways, I would say, because I had a blast watching it. I'm not gonna lie, it's one of the worst pieces of shit I've ever seen in my life, but I was having the time of my life just listening
Right.
to Ice Cube deliver these lines. And dude, there's so many things too. I will say, I do think Devin Bostic is good in the movie. He's like maybe the one saving grace of the entire film.
He's
Like,
literally
he's
the saving
only
grace
one I
of the
think is
movie.
good. Yeah.
Yeah, like he's
And
literally the saving
literally.
grace of the movie.
Yeah.
Because the whole time, like he understands the assignment. He knows it's like a crazy ass movie, and like he knows that he's like the side character who's gonna like do like a side quest and like help everybody out. And
Right.
yeah, even the part where he tries to, I think, give an $1,000 gift card to like a homeless guy. I'm just like, what the hell?
Give him an Amazon gift card for $1,000.
Dude, it's like, not that this is the message we should be sending across, but the movie is, I was like, okay, maybe I'm going to give it like a little bit higher score, but then it just became the most blatant Amazon advertisement of all time. And basically the movie says, in the end, Amazon's going to save the day, which I don't really think people agree with or want to hear. And it gets to some ridiculous levels, especially with the drone. In the last half of this movie, flying through like fucking explosions, and they're like, "Oh, we gotta get this thumb drive to Ice Cube because apparently they don't let any thumb drives in the building where he fucking works." And I'm just
Right.
like, how how is this possible at all? And don't even get me started on some of the dialogue in this movie and like how he's surveil So there's a point in this movie where he has a camera in his daughter's fridge.
You haven't had any protein this week.
How do you know?
let's just say me and your fridge is pretty tight.
You hacked my fridge?
And I was like, what? She's like, you were spying on my fridge? I'm like, what? How is this like, how does this actually exist? Like, I really don't understand. Like, I didn't realize that slop could be made like this, but I feel like my life is like so much better because I wasn't.
Yeah, yeah, and he also has a way to like hack like Amazon delivery trucks with like, the cameras and just like, what the hell?
And there's like, do you know there's like 6 of them? Like
There's like 6 cameras in there.
6 angles. It's like how many do we have in here?
Yeah, I know. And you can also like hack a Tesla so it can like auto drive.
Oh, yeah, dude. The product placement. Not that it's like the best because basically the Tesla doesn't work out, but it's like, oh yeah, we're gonna put this front and center, which obviously 5 years ago, people might not have had as much of an issue with it now, but it definitely has not aged well. I mean, in many ways, this movie was never going to age well. I will say though, and you tell me if you agree with me on this point, Jack. I think that this movie is going to age into an all-time cult classic in the way, maybe not to the same level, but something like The Room. Right, where people are going to be quoting this and like going to midnight screenings and laughing at. I think it could have that longevity. But you tell me what you think about that.
No, I actually agree because it's a good like smoke movie where you just like smoke out with your friends and then you watch it and you're just like, what the hell is going on here? Kind of like Cats, because Cats is another one that I remember when that film came out and like it bombed and like everybody hated it. Like I would pass that movie along with like my friends. We would like watch it like in my dorm and just like smoke out and like experience like the craziness of like CGI cats singing.
Dude, I still have not seen that movie and I'm like I would love to experience.
Okay. If we're, together again sometime, we should watch that movie together. It's so fucking funny.
We'll have to
even
do it
then
by,
like the whole like a lot of like the out of context clips of like the film like circulating on Twitter, like every time I see him like I gotta like save them because they're so like meme worthy, especially the one where there's a part where some dude is like on the phone on his like web camera and then he gets like hit by a rocket and like the CG is like so bad. You can just like see like the clipping of like the explosion and like the smoke. It kind of like looks like a YouTube like video or like a really shitty like Adobe Premiere project.
Start fire!
That's literally what I said in my review. I was just like, this is baby's first Adobe After Effects project, because like the CGI is like so bad. Like there's a lot of like clipping and like a lot of CG that needs like a lot of like passes, and you can tell like they just like put the aliens like in the movie just to beefing up the movie, but also at the same time like use the name of like War of the Worlds, because I think this movie originally was like not a sci-fi movie, but like a surveillance screen life movie where, a guy is trying to like figure out a problem, but they couldn't, figure out how to make the film work. So they're just like, all right, well, we'll just add aliens and we own, War of the Worlds, like the property. So we'll just do that. And we'll have like a moment where one of the main characters is like, oh yeah, it's a War of the Worlds, and then we'll call it a day.
It's so shameless in that like H.G. Wells is probably rolling in his grave right now, but like it is interesting because like the visual effects, don't get me wrong, they're not good. I don't hate them as much as everyone else. Like I thought like they're not good, but they could have been worse. But yeah, they definitely needed a few. They definitely needed a few tweaks.
It's bad. It's bad. No, because literally like the moments of like the aliens shooting missiles at like people, like the explosions are like so fucking funny and like goofy.
Dude, it's
you just
like
have to like
just
experience it.
It really is one of those things where it's like I really can't recommend this movie enough for like all the wrong reasons. Like the fact that movies are made like this anymore is mind-blowing. And here's the thing, like there's some things about this movie that I appreciate. Very few, let me be clear. Like there aren't many at all. But like even the whole subplot where, you know, it's like, oh, has he accepted your friend request on Facebook? And Devin Bostic calling Ice Cube Pops is like one of the cringiest things I've seen all year. But like it ties into the narrative well, but to that point, it just feels so lazy. Like everything about this movie just screams lazy. And then don't even get me started with the reveal where his son is like, so there's like this hacker that they're trying to find throughout the entire film, and it ends up being his son. And I'm just like, okay, so if he's supposed to be this computer genius, why would he not be able to figure out that it's coming from his IP address? Like I don't understand this movie at all. But I'm just like, he's like, it's you, you know?
It's you? It's you!
Yeah. Well, yes, kind of.
How could you,
Yeah.
man?
And Ice Cube's reaction is real. I can't emphasize enough. Just
No, it's
like
also funny
how
because
great they are.
I'm literally in the tech field, so like watching this, I'm just like, this is so fucking dumb. Like all these people are stupid, and the way like Ice Cube like interacts with like the technology in this movie is just like, how are you like an NSA DHS officer? Like, what was the criteria of like you getting you know, hired in this like field? Because clearly you don't know how to like use some of this like the technology that's like there, and like also at the same time, you know, trying to find a flash stick or like a USB stick, and like you don't have a USB stick like in your office. Like what the like?
It's just
Like,
it's just
stupid
so
shit like that.
it's
just
so
kind of like it was like
contrived.
frustrating to watch because like I'm in the field. I'm just like there's just a lot of like inconsistencies and just stuff that is very like simple to, you know, put on screen as far as like technology goes. But like the way they use it, it's awful. It's terrible.
Dude,
And you know, like also at the same time, like the son is bringing that up. Like the son is the hacker. Like he should know the IP of like the hacker unless he's using a VPN.
right. Dude, and I love the scene where all the other like hackers of his network, like the aliens are coming and blowing them up, and you see them on their Zoom screen.
Yeah, right. And the camera's shaking.
Yeah, and dude, there's so many moments too that are just like absolute lunacy. I was gonna make a specific point, but I'm kind of blanking on what that is now. So maybe I'll loop back around to it in a sec. But yeah, man, it's just one of those things where I'm just like, how is like this even greenlit? I mean, I guess it's good to make a quick buck, I suppose, but there's just so many things about this that really don't hold up at all. I mean, even upon release, there was a reason that this movie was shelved for a good 5 years or more, and it just astounds me that this even exists. But I'll let you say some more thoughts that you have on it before I come back around to what I was going to say.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, the whole like plot of like the son being like the hacker, it's like so obvious because in the beginning the son is just like, "Hey, like there's like a conspiracy theory, there's like a thing that's like happening underneath like the government," and like the father's just like, "I don't want to hear that. Like, no. Let me do my job," while he's not actually doing his job.
Right.
He's just, you know, stalking the daughter and the boyfriend. And then when it gets to the point where it's just like, oh wait, the son is actually the anonymous hacker, and he has like this group of you know, hackers who break the hacker's code because why not? It's just like, what the hell? What are we doing here? Because you know for a fact, like hackers don't, you know, they have like their own moral and like their own, you know, way of doing things. So when it gets to that point, you're just like, okay, yeah, they broke their own code. Like that's messed up. Like that's not how you do it. But yeah, like that plot, and then just like the Amazon delivery truck madness is just like, what are we doing here? Oh, where is this going?
I remembered what it was. So you remember like in the middle of all of these world-ending stakes happening, he's trying to type an email to his son and his daughter, and it's like the cheesiest fucking thing I've ever seen. And I was just like, "Why are you doing this right now, man?" It's just.
And he's acting like an unk because he's going on Facebook just
Oh yeah,
like
dude.
seeing his. seeing his family pictures, and the part where like the aliens, they find out that the aliens are actually eating Yardina, and like the pictures disappear, and he's just like, no.
No, that's like the best emotional reaction of the movie, where he's just looking, he sees his dead wife's Facebook page, and he goes,
Fuck!
I died at that scene, man. This is like way too good. Look, guys, you really have to check this out for yourselves. I mean, look, get a group of friends together, maybe partake in some substances if you wish. I mean, this is just unhinged in all the best ways possible, and it's not going to work for everybody. Like, it doesn't work in general, as we know, but I think you could really have a hell of a good time with this movie. I enjoyed watching it, but even so, I gotta give this a 1 out of 10. This is easily the lowest rated movie I've ever talked about on this channel, but there isn't really much redeeming about this at all except entertainment value, because like I said before, it has to be seen to be believed.
Yeah, and again, I'll insert some clips here, because I saved a lot of like out of context clips from the movie on Twitter, because again, it's like so fucking funny.
Hey, that was easy.
But I rate this movie a point 0.5 out of 5 on Letterboxd, and I like kept it that way because that point 0.5 is just, it's for the shits and lulz. You're just watching the movie and you're just experiencing like the most craziest like mainstream budgeted film this year that is just terrible. And I know a lot of people would say the same thing with Hurry Up Tomorrow, the Weekend movie that came out earlier this year. People saying it's the worst movie of the year. Nah, this is like legitimately one of the worst movies of the year. Hurry Up Tomorrow like actually had something going for it. Even though, you could debate whether or not it's actually saying something, but again, that's my own thing because I actually kind of liked that movie. But anyways, this one is just like, yeah, this is terrible through and through, but like it's the type of shit that needs to be experienced with a group of friends, a group of, substances, in moderation.
Moderation.
But in moderation. But yeah, this is this is so bad. And Ice Cube is just like, this kind of like confirms his career right now. He's kind of like washed. I wasn't like really a big fan of like what of the stuff he said during the pandemic, but like this is takes the cake, and you're just like, yeah, man, just go back to rapping because you're actually really good at that.
Right.
Even though I wasn't like a big fan of like the last album he dropped, but even then he's still rocking it with like the music. So yeah, it's terrible.
Oh, for sure, man. And dude, I just saw at least a clip of an interview from CNN that he was doing, talking about the reception of movies. Like, nah, critics are usually wrong anyway. And I'm like, dude, come on, how can you defend this?
Okay,
I just
yeah,
started
I gotta
laughing
find
all
that
over
clip.
again. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, because I need to insert that also as well.
We
But
might have to. But yeah, man, I mean that's War of the Worlds, so if you want to check it out, I mean, be my guest. I really would love to hear what you guys think about this. This is like not just the worst movie of the year, it's like one of the worst movies of all time. I don't think that, it is much of a stretch at all. But yet again, when it comes to worst movies of all time, this is one of my favorites. Like Birdemic, that sort of thing. But yeah, guys, of course, if you're interested in what we're doing here, please smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and Jack, please tell us where the good folks on YouTube can find yourself.
so let me actually pull up my channel real quick because I'm trying to get everything in order. But my channel is SwerveMaster18. And I basically do the same thing that Nathaniel does. Movie reviews, Oscar coverage, award season coverage, especially coming towards this upcoming fall festival season where we're all going to TIFF and we're all
Yes,
going to,
sir.
review some of the stuff that is screening over there. And it's just a fun channel. We're just vibing. I'm doing my own thing. building up my channel, doing stuff. So I hope you guys actually, come over to my channel and, discuss a lot of the stuff that I've been covering. But yeah, thank you guys so much for, watching this video and like having me also as well,
Of course.
Nathaniel.
Yes, and I recommend you check his channel. He's got a lot of great thoughts on a lot of great movies. So, but yeah, thank you guys for tuning in to this review. I hope this is a motivator, maybe. But until the next video, we'll talk to you later.
Pops, I'm not your daddy, man.